Hello, I'm Sridhar. I'm going to, in this period, I'm going to explain the electrolysis and with one example of electrolysis in the from the topic of electrochemistry. Okay, in the previous periods, we have discussed on the what are the conductors and its types, and also we discussed about the how the electrolyte is dissociated into ions and what will happen when electricity passes through it, what happen its properties in the case of molecules and ions, and also what is the electrolytic dissociation, and those can be discussed in the previous periods. Okay, and mainly in the Arrhenius electrolytic dissociation theory. Okay, we have know about the what is the cation, what is the anion means. Okay, the ion which is having the positive charge are called as cations. The ions which has negative charge is called as anion. Okay, these are all. Okay, these ions are uh, inserted in the molecule that can be bind with the electrostatic attraction forces. When it is dissolved into the water, this can be splits into ions. Okay, that splitting property is called as dissociation or ionization. Okay, that we all discussed in the previous this topic, that is electrolytic dissociation theory of Arrhenius. And also we discussed the what are the conductors and what are the types, already we discussed in previous topics. Okay, let us discuss in this period is what is the electrolysis, what is the construction and working of electrolytic cell, electrolysis process of a fused cell. Okay, this can be we are going to discuss in this period. First of all, what is the electrolysis? Okay, the substances, the definition of this one is the substances whose aqueous solution which undergo the decomposition into the ions when electric current is passed through them are known as electrolytes, and this whole process is known as electrolysis or electrolytic decomposition. Okay, when we pass the electric current through the electrolyte, okay, these can be decomposed and it splits into the cations and anions. Okay, this process is called as electrolytic dissociation or electrolytic decomposition. Okay, the substances whose aqueous solution undergo the decomposition into the ions when electric current is passed through them are called as electrolytes, and the whole process is known as electrolysis or electrolytic decomposition. Okay, now let us discuss about the construction of the electrolytic cell. In examinations, they may ask as a question construction of the electrolytic cell, and also in some kind in some cases they may ask as a question construction and working of the electrolytic cell. Okay, now let us discuss about the construction of this electrolytic cell. The device in which the process of electrolysis or electrolytic decomposition is carried out is known as electrolytic cell or voltmeter. Okay, this is also called as voltmeter or electrolytic conductor. Means Okay, this in this kind of voltmeter, the electrolysis process is carried out. Then it is known as electrolytic cell or voltmeter. Okay, the voltmeter is consist of a vessel, two electrodes, and one electrolytic solution. Two electrodes and one electrolytic solution. Okay, voltmeter convert the electrical energy into the chemical energy. That is, electrical energy is supplied to this electrolytic solution to bring about the redox reaction. That is the electrolysis. Okay, which is a non-spontaneous and take place only when electrical energy is supplied to this cell. Okay, here it converts the electrical energy into the chemical energy because of whenever it is a non-spontaneous process, whenever supplying of electricity through this cell, then chemical reactions are takes place in this at these electrodes. Then it will be stop whenever uh, passing of whenever stoppage of electricity through this cell. In voltmeter, both electrodes are suspended in one electrolytic solution or melt of the electrolyte in a same vessel. Okay, and then next one is the electrodes are taken in a voltmeter, maybe of the same or different materials. Okay, during the electrolysis in voltmeter, cations are discharged on the cathode and anions are discharged on the anode. Okay, in voltmeter, the outside of the electrolyte, electrons are flow from anode to cathode and current flows from the cathode to anode. Okay, the anode, the flow of electrons are moves to the cathode. At the same time, the electricity direction is opposite, that is cathode to anode. Okay, here once again I am repeating, when on passing the electricity, here the electrolyte, here we are taking one electrolytic solution in this electrolytic cell. Okay, so two same or different types of metals are used as electrodes. When it is when it is uh, passing the electricity, the electrolyte can be dissociated into ions. Those ions are moves towards oppositely charged electrodes. Okay, cations are discharged at cathode, anions are discharged at anode, and its corresponding products are formed at the electrode. Okay, here the flow of electrons takes place from anode to cathode, then current is flows from the cathode to anode. Okay, now the mechanism of the electrolyte. The net chemical change that takes place in the cell is called as cell reaction, which is a non-spontaneous in the case of electrolytic cell. Okay, the electrolytic cell can only work by the passage of electricity when is the passing of when is the stoppage of passing of electricity through this cell, then the electrolysis process will be stopped. Okay, in this cell, the when electricity passed through the electrolyte, the ions are moved towards oppositely charged electrodes. That is, the move the cations are moved towards cathode side. That is negatively charged part, area. Then, while anions are moved towards anode, that is a positively charged part. Okay, the anions are on reaching the anode give up their electrons and converted into the neutral atoms. Okay, that is A minus gives rise to A plus electrons. This is a oxidation process. This can be happened at a anode. On the other hand, the cations are reaching to the cathode, take up their electrons supplied by the battery and converted to the neutral atoms. That is, at cathode, B positive ions are gaining the electrons. It converts as B. That is reduction. Okay, here the gaining of electrons takes place. Okay, then it is a reduction. Okay, this type of reactions are occurred in this type of electrolysis process of an electrolyte. Okay, construction, when we observe the construction in this case, okay, it consists of one electrolysis cell, okay, which can be carried out by electrolysis process. Okay, the two same or different types of electrodes are used, and one type of electrolyte solution is used in this cell. Okay, when electrodes, okay, these two are can be connected into the metal. The electrodes are connected through a voltmeter or battery. Okay, one acts as anode, one is acts as cathode. When electricity passed through through this electrolytic solution, through electrolytic solution, redox reactions that takes place at electrolytic solution. Okay, it is a non-spontaneous process because of, okay, this process can be happened only when electricity is supplied. Okay, next, in this voltmeter, the outside the electrons are electrolyte. Outside the electrolyte, the electrons are flows from the anode to cathode. Then current is flows from the cathode to anode. Okay, during the electrolysis process, cations are discharged on the cathode, anions are discharged on the anode. Okay, now let us discuss about the mechanism or functioning of electrolytic cell. Okay, and the net chemical change takes place in the cell is called as L reaction, which is a non-spontaneous in the case of electrolytic cell. Okay, in this cell, when electricity is passed through the electrolyte, the ions are moved towards cathode. Opposite charged electrodes, that is, cations are moved towards cathode side, anions are moved towards anode side. The ions are the anions are reaching the anode, give up their electrons and convert it into neutral atoms. Okay, this is the oxidation process. This can be happened at a anode. On the other hand, cations on reaching the cathode take up the supplied electrons by the battery and convert it into the neutral atoms. Okay, then it is a reduction reaction. This is happened in at the cathode. Now let us discuss some one example of the electrolysis of molten NaCl or fused NaCl. Okay, in this case of molten NaCl, sodium chloride. Okay, this molten sodium chloride contains the sodium plus and Cl minus ions. Okay, this can be taken into a electrolytic cell as an electrolyte in the form of liquid state. Okay, when on taking this in electrolytic cell, when passing the electricity, the sodium plus ions are moved towards cathode side, the Cl minus ions are moved towards anode side. On reaching cathode and anode, following reactions are occurred, that is, Okay, this one is electrolytic cell of electrolysis process of NaCl in this case. Okay, this one is sodium chloride. These two are the electrodes. When on passing the electricity through this battery, first of all, this can be dissociated into Na plus and Cl minus ions, and then the sodium plus ions are moved towards cathode side, the Cl minus ions are moved towards anode side. Okay, at the same time at cathode, when it when Na plus ions are gaining an electron, it converts as sodium. Okay, this reaction is reduction reaction that can be at cathode. This one is at anode. The Cl minus ions are losing one electron, and it converts as chlorine. Again, this chlorine combined with the one more chlorine atom, and it converts as chlorine gas. Okay, this can be evolved from here. The overall reaction in this is N2Na plus 2Cl minus gives rise to 2Na plus Cl2 gas. The sodium obtained at the cathode, the chlorine is liberated at the anode. Okay, simply the oxidation reactions that takes place at anode, the reaction reactions that takes place at the cathode. Okay, in this period we have learnt about the what is the electrolysis and construction and functioning of the electrolytic cell, and also we discussed on the electrolysis of molten NaCl or fused NaCl. Now let us discuss some quick questions on this topic. Is first one is, for the electrolysis to work, used component should be a insulator, conductor, metalloid, and not conductor. Yes, should be conductor because of when it is only in the case of conductors only, the electrolysis process can be happen because of the production of ions only. The electrolysis process is carried out in this in the electrolysis process. And next question is, in electrolysis of pure ionic molten compounds, metal is formed at anode, cathode, inert electrode, basis of apparatus. Yeah, just now we discussed the molten NaCl compounds. The metal is formed at a cathode. The gas is formed at a anode. Okay, this the right answer is B because of metal ionic metal compounds. Okay, like sodium chloride. Okay, in the case of sodium chloride, the sodium is deposited on the cathode. Okay, and next one is, in the electrolytic cell, the flow of electrons is from cathode to anode in the solution, cathode to anode through the external supply, cathode to anode through the external supply, anode to cathode through the internal supply. The right answer is, in electrolytic cell, the cathode acts as a source of electrons. So the anode to cathode through the external internal supply. The flow of electrons takes place in the electrolytic cell is anode to cathode through internal supply. Okay, in electric current, next question, in electric current is passed through an aqueous solution of following. Which one shall decompose? Urea, glucose, silver nitrate, ethyl alcohol. The right answer is Silver nitrate because of it is an electrolyte. Okay, when electric current is passed through an aqueous solution of these pollens, okay, these are all not non-aqueous solution. Only in the aqueous solution is silver nitrate. The next question is, the pure water does not conduct the electricity because it has low boiling point, is almost totally ionized, is neutral, is readily decomposed. Because of it does not have ions, then it is almost totally unionized one. Then automatically it does not conduct the electricity because it is having the neutral. Every um, electrolyte is having the neutral capacity, but here it is unionized part of the pure water, then automatically it does not conduct the electricity. Thank you.